Welcome back to JA Invest for Your Future. In today's session, we are going to be hearing from Tyler Bowen from First Dakota National Bank with some tips on saving money, the importance of time value of money, and also of compound interest.
Good morning and good afternoon, Junior Achievement 2021. I'm Tyler Bowen, Senior Vice President at First Dakota National Bank. Our goal is to help clients help simplify their financial life. Today we're going to talk about, for Junior Achievement, we're going to talk a little bit about 5 tips on saving money. We're going to talk about the time value of money and compounding interest, helping your money earn money. Now let's talk about 5 tips to help you and your money. The first tip is pay yourself first. I believe in 4 steps in paying yourself first and just how you coordinate your money. The 4 steps are save, invest, give, and spend. And we'll talk about the difference between saving and investing in just a little bit. But if you really break down paying yourself first in those 4 different categories, it's going to help you understand your money and where your money is going. So obviously saving, we want you to be a saver and an investor. But it's important to note that saving and investing are 2 different things. Saving is putting maybe money into underneath your mattress, putting it into a shoebox, putting it into a checking account or savings account, where generally the money that you put away, when you bring it back out, it has the same amount. Now, sometimes in savings accounts or checking accounts, you might get a concept called interest, where you might have a little bit of money earned on your savings. But if anybody's checked your checking or savings account lately, you know that interest does not earn very much money. It's still important to be a saver if you're saving for college, if you're saving for a house, if you're saving to buy a car. If you need those funds within the next 0 to 2 years, 0 to 5 years, saving money is important. But the difference of being a saver or being an investor, you're investing for the long term. So you're investing for retirement, you're investing to open a business, you're an investor to maybe at some point go to college. And what you want as an investor, you want your money to earn more rapidly as an investor. So it's important, again, to be an investor as well as a saver. And the number 1 opportunity to be an investor is to invest in the stock market. So which we'll talk about either today just a little bit, or the fact that in your course, you'll learn more about investing in the stock market. Step 3 of my 5 tips in handling money is minimize your debt. How can you do that? You can buy a used car instead of buying a new car. When it's time to get an apartment, you can get a roommate instead of having your own place. Now, these days, you can have Netflix and Hulu and ESPN Plus and Disney Plus, and the list goes on, but minimize those subscriptions to what you really need. Do you need that latte every single day driving through Starbucks, or can you make your coffee, or can you make your latte at home? So really making those decisions that it's not just about minimizing your debt, but it's also about making good choices with your money. If you have a credit card now or in the future, pay it off monthly. That is a really important step. What really hurts you when you have a credit card is having to pay that high interest. So paying it off monthly really allows you to know that what you're buying every month, that you're paying it off so it hurts, and it allows you to create that structure. And then my 5th tip for money is develop a spending plan. Now you'll notice that I didn't use the B word, and the B word is for budget. But developing a spending plan is so important because you need to know where the money that your hard work goes to earn, where it is spent. I'll tell you, as having a young family of 4, the $500 that I spend at Hy-Vee every month, I expect more from Hy-Vee because they're getting $500 of my money. So it's important to develop a spending plan which incorporates saving some, investing some, giving some. And when I say give, that means give to your church or give to other nonprofits, and then what you spend. So develop a spending plan, and you can do that if you're in high school, you can do that if you're in college, you can do that as a young adult, but know where your money is going. So those 5 tips are just, again, very practical tips on how to spend your money. In the next section, we're going to talk about compound interest and looking at 3 different ways that our money can earn money. So you can see on the screen, we have 3 different ways for your money to be saved or invested. If you would take $10,000 and place it in a piggy bank, which is earning 0%, meaning nobody is giving you any additional money for your money to be in your piggy bank. After year 1, you have $10,000 in your piggy bank. If you would take that $10,000 and put it in a bank that is into a CD, which is short for certificate of deposit, and they're going to pay you 3%, which they're going to promise you 3% on your $10,000 annually. So at the end of the first year, you have $10,300 in your CD. And in the stock market, in the stock market, you're investing in stock, mutual funds, ETFs. You're an investor in companies like Lululemon, Coke, Nike, Pepsi, Tesla. Maybe you've heard of it. Over the annual return is 7%. So if you look at it after 1 year, not much difference, right? Piggy bank 10,000, CD 3%, 10,300, and the stock market is 10,700. But the power of compound interest, look what happens after year 5, year 10, year 15, and year 20. Not putting any more money into your account. So if we jump down to year 20, your piggy bank still has $10,000 that you placed in there. Your CD at the bank paying 3% now has $18,000, 61 cents. And your stock market, being an investor, after 20 years, not putting any more money in, $10,000, 7% return, after 20 years, $38,696.84. Not bad for not touching it over 20 years. Now, you're going to have a lot of temptations to touch that money, to buy a house, to buy the new cell phone, to buy the wedding dress, pay for a wedding, whatever it may be. But this is an illustration of your money earning money in compound interest. And unfortunately, our society, we don't let it work for us. After 5 years, your account goes from $10,000 to $14,000 in the stock market, and then you take it out. So you really, and the value of your money really starts to grow longer. And then just think about it, if you were to keep adding money into the stock market, it's going to grow even further. So that's the concept of compound interest. Again, it's important to be a saver, but it's very important long-term. Think retirement, think investing, to be an investor. Carl Richards is a certified financial planner, and he is an artist who creates financial art and named underneath the behavior gap. And this is one slide I like to share, especially in South Dakota, thinking of the Wild West and thinking of cattle and thinking of those types of things. So in this example, you can see that the phrase often heard is big hat, no cattle. And we had a client here at First Dakota that liked to say this saying, this person has a big hat but has no cattle. So what does that mean? If you have a big hat, that means that you're driving that Tesla, you're driving that really nice brand new car, but at the same time, no cattle, meaning that the retirement account is really small. So you probably have friends that are that way, right? Live in the really, really big house, but can't do anything every weekend because they don't have any money because they live in that really, really big house. So this is just a kind of a fun example as you get to make decisions every day about how you spend your money, how you save your money, how you invest your money, and how you give your money. You don't want to be that person that has a big hat but no cattle. In the next section, we're going to talk about the importance of time value of money. Let's look at 3 different examples of the time value of money. So please follow along. Person A starts investing at age 35 and stops at 67. Person B starts investing at age 21 but stops at age 35. And person C starts investing at 21 but stops at age 67. So you can see that person B only invested for 14 years, but at a very early age, where person A waited until they were 35 and stopped at 67. So each person is investing $333 a month as part of the example. They're hypothetically going to be receiving a return of 6.5% each year. And again, that's on an average. So some years might be higher, some years might be lower, but on an average, 6.5%. And again, this is hypothetical. And that's their growth rate. So the total contribution of person A, who started at age 35 and stopped at 67, they contributed $127,872. Person B, who started at 21 and stopped at 35, only contributed $55,944. And then person C, who invested the whole time from 21 to 67, had a total contribution of $183,816. So in the end, what do they have? At age 67, person A, who invested from 35 to 67, has $427,859. Person B, who started right away and then stopped after 14 years, only contributed $55,000, almost 56, but now they have $723,350. And then person C gets the best, right? Because they did contribute the most because they invested from age 21 to age 67, but at age 67, based on this hypothetical situation, they have $1.1 million. So again, the importance of discussing time value of money is starting early, and maybe you can only save $25 a month at age 21, but increasing it every year until you're growing it up to that amount, that it really shows you that time is the most important part of investing. Well, thanks for watching and talking about the different concepts about money. Don't let your teachers fool you. There's a lot of important things that you learn on a daily basis growing up through school. But the one thing that you're going to have to deal with every day, very important decisions, is money. And so that's why it's very important for you to understand saving money, spending money, giving money, and investing money. And so that's why we talked about the concepts, my 5 tips. We talked about the compound interest, and we talked about time value of money. Those things in concert will allow you to successfully have a family, buy a nice house, travel, all the things that you want to do that are important goals in your life. And also, you want to look for that down the road for retirement. So again, just wanted to take a few minutes and today as a part of Junior Achievement and to talk to you today about the importance of it, and just really hope that you took a few nuggets from today and go home, talk to your parents about it, ask them questions. Those conversations might not only help you, but will also help them. So have a great day.